Hey guys, welcome to my channel FunLearnwithAnita. I hope you're doing well, safe, sound and happy. Today we're going to talk about something really exciting, something that is all about you, something that you are proud of, something that tells everything about your accomplishment. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about how to answer one of the most popular questions asked in an interview is, what are those accomplishments that you're proud of? Like always, I'm going to divide this video into three different parts. The first part would be what are the definitely no-nos, what common mistakes that candidates make and you should definitely avoid. Second, what an interviewer wants to hear or is looking through this answer. And third would be some of the sample responses that you can use for your next interview. So make sure you stay till the end of the video. In an informal setting, when someone asks you, hey, tell me about those accomplishments you're really proud of, and you start thinking back in life, you're like, one time I swam with sharks without cage. It was just me and shark and this big wide ocean. And I also climbed the Mount Everest. I'm cool, bro. Those are the things I'm really proud of. But if an interviewer asks you these questions, hey, tell me about the accomplishments you're really proud of, you don't have to be shy, but you cannot talk about sharks and Mount Everest. Like, even those are the coolest things if you have done, like, kudos to you. But apparently, interviewer doesn't care about all this. That's how it is. So when an interview talks about, hey, tell me about your accomplishments, or what are the things you're most proud of, let's go through some of the common mistakes we should definitely avoid, like a no. First thing first, do not lie, do not bluff. If you're bluffing anything, it is so obvious an interviewer will catch you. Like, imagine, your response would be like this. So I did this, and then that happened, and then that happened. An interviewer would get an idea that he or she is making up stories. This has not happened. They're just saying something for the sake of saying. So you will get caught. So avoid that, because for a genuine thing, if something has really happened that genuinely make you so happy, your energy is different. Your face will light up, your energy is like mind-blowing. You become more engaging with an interviewer. You start reliving those moments. So the type of energy present in the room is enough for an interviewer to tell whether a person is bluffing or whether a person is genuinely proud of those accomplishments. The second mistake to avoid is picking up the wrong example. Now, when I talk about picking up the wrong example, I mean picking up those accomplishments that is accomplishment to you, but how it going to help this current position that you're applying for, how it going to help this current company you're applying for. Now, when a candidate is talking about the accomplishment, they're just thinking about themselves and like, see, this is what I did, this is what I did. For example, I was employee of the year. Now, okay, that is an accomplishment, but how it going to help this current company that you're going in, right? Because that is your old company, but this current company is different. It has different set of norms, it has different policies, different job description. Like, how it gonna help? So what you basically should say in this, like, see, I was employee of a year. This happened because I'm self-motivated. I hate failing. I put my mind and soul in a work. If I take it, I make sure everything gets finished before deadlines, all those things. So that's how you should tell that, see, these qualities of mine are benefit to you and your company. And I have this perfect skill set for this current job I have applied. Third point which I would like to highlight, which I've seen a lot of candidates normally making mistake in this, talking about those accomplishments that had happened years back, and those are not recent one. For example, this is your third job, and interviewer asking like, hey, tell me something you're proud of, but the candidate is talking about something that had happened in college. Like, try talking about something more recent, something that is more suited for a corporate world, and that something is that really happened like very recently. Your college life is kind of different from your corporate world, so interviewer would really like to know how you behave in a corporate setting over how you have behaved in a university setting. So try giving an examples that's more recent. The fourth highlight would be, I don't want to make it sound harsh, but try avoiding talking about all the negative things that have happened into life and something that's personal. Like, for example, talking about I got divorced and I moved to a different city to get a job, and I'm really proud of that. Like it's more of like a personal achievement over a professional achievement, and it also talks about those negative things in your life. So try avoiding that, kind of be aware of it, and try talking about more of positive things, and keep it more kind of professional over you know a lot of personal. So do avoid personal topics in such kind of questions. So try keeping it really professional, because in today's world everyone is judgmental, and at the end of the day they all are seeing how they can get benefit from you. So you talking about your personal situations, at the end of the day all that interviewer wants to know how your achievements can help their firm. So try making it more sound professional and more of a positive, talk rather than talking about personal incidents. So try giving examples that are really professional and upbeat. Now, that being said, let's talk about some of the key points that should definitely be in your response. Tip number one, pick that accomplishment that relates directly to the position that you're applying for. Now, that being said, determine what qualities that the company is trying to look in their ideal candidate. And then pick that accomplishment that demonstrates your skills, talent, expertise, knowledge, and that make you the perfect fit for the company as a whole. My next tip would be talking about something that you're genuinely proud of, that actually excites you, that lights up your mood. But do not get confused with the question of tell me about your strengths. Tell me about your strengths is very different from telling about your accomplishments. I have made a video on tell me about your strengths, so I'll drop a link. Make sure to check this out. But giving you an idea, tell me about your strengths. Basically, an interviewer is trying to talk, find about the qualities, your skills, your expertise. But telling me about your accomplishments, when an interviewer asking, okay, tell me about your accomplishments, it is more of tell me that something you have obtained or you accomplished as a person with the help of those skills. Another highlight would be use the star method while answering this question. And that doesn't make star, but anyways, moving on. So when an interviewer is asking about your accomplishment, it is more of a behavioral interview question. So to help you to structure your answer, use the star approach. Now to summarize the star approach, the first thing we're going to talk about the outlining of the situation. That is the list of series of events that have resulted in the situation. The next point would be talking about the task. Basically, what task you were assigned or what were you expected to do. Once you have highlighted the task that in your hand, now talk about the steps that you have taken to achieve the goals. That is basically your action. Make sure you have 2-3 examples to support your answer, that can add value to the situation. So now since we have spoken about the STA, that is situation, task, action, now we're going towards the result part, the R part. Finally, be sure to talk about the successful outcome, the result, and explain why it is the personal achievement for you. The result doesn't have to be a big win, but you have to explain why it is, why you're proud of it, or why it is a big achievement for you specifically. Now let's jump into some sample answers. Now let's say you're going for a finance or accounts job. So you can tell the interviewer that my biggest accomplishment was in my previous position, there was a task that required a lot of people to do, and it required so much time to do. It was very tedious, but because of my expertise and skill, I was able to develop a financial model that could help to finish the task way quicker and could help the organization to interpret the problems in a timely manner and take decisions. So that was your biggest accomplishment, and you should speak like that. Let's say you're going for a managerial role, so you can talk about how you were interacting with different people all across the globe, and how you were managing such a big team, and your team was able to outperform and achieve organization goals and do better than the other teams in the organization. So you can highlight those accomplishments. And that's how you answer one of the most popular questions of an interview. What are your biggest accomplishments that you're proud of? Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And if you know anyone who can benefit from these videos, please do share. Feel free to share. And I will see you next time. Till then, take care.